Hey, what's up? How's it going? I've been doing fine technically. However, I have not been doing great. None at all. Not at all. Because there is a lack of third places. Third places. What is that, you ask? Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. Turns out that's not like an internet term, like putting the word core after everything else, or gates, or whatever these kids do these days. A lack of third places means that there is nothing to do. No more recreational activities. And I've been thinking that to myself. I'm like, wait a minute. Has there been a close off on the majority of recreational activity? Around my location for where I live, there has been a couple things going on, like a Halloween fest and, some county fairs and things like that, seasonal county things. But at the same time, when I look at the advertisements, they haven't been the same as they used to be. But disregarding that, I've knew the second that Walmart has, oh my god, I'm about to cry. Walmart has made obsolete, Walmart has banned the 24-hour Walmart. I don't want to live anymore. I'm ready to die. I'm ready to die. And so when and I know obviously because of the pandemic, has changed a lot. That still has no excuse for a lack of recreational spaces. And I believe that came from, obviously, capitalism, consumerism, things like that. And I just want to share how really sad I am. And I know I was not tripping. I know I'm not because this is well beyond the pandemic. Because around 2021, 2022, the US government fully lifted all pandemic closures, and now we just live life like nothing, even though I still think there is a pandemic going on, but we don't really say much about it. And I guess especially since the majority of us in America are vaccinated to a certain extent. But yeah, I just want to talk about that. So like I said, what is a third place, and what am I referring to recreational activities? Well, back in my day, I wasn't born in 2002, I'm 21, but I remember I had a lot of things to do. My weekends and my weeks were never not filled. I was never bored as a child. I can be on the internet back on DeviantArt when it was good. Now it's just, I'm scared. But I went on the internet, I watched anime, I would go outside, play sports, I would go to the library, to the mall, or even be plaza areas within my location that would just have free or very cheap to do recreational activities. Maybe play a couple circus games, or you take out a ticket to be able to redeem a free movie ticket or whatever. There was a lot of options to do, and at the same time there was a lot of people to talk to. I personally believe because of the pandemic, people have been more distant than ever, at least specifically emotionally. So yes, growing up and even as a teenager, there was a multitude of things to do. One notably thing I can tell you is you can't just sit and chill at a coffee shop. Like when I was a kid back in the day, you spend a couple of dollars on some coffee. You go in a coffee shop, you talk to a little bit of people, you do your homework or do whatever you do, stay there for a few hours, and you go. And the thing is, within my area, I live within the more popular sectors of the United States. So I don't know if it's doing that to any other places, but I wouldn't be surprised. But this is a theory I've always talked about years ago, ever since COVID also, because lots of restaurants, especially fast food joints, they realized because of COVID-19 that they technically do not need to seat people anymore. You can just, give people their food at the drive-thru, or just, at the front, and you don't have to give people seating technically. You technically don't. You can still just buy the food and just leave. There's nothing to worry about. And a lot of these companies, for example, Starbucks, Taco Bell, other places too, they actually have eliminated a lot of them almost completely, any type of seating areas, any type of recreational activities to do and flounder in. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So like I wasn't wrong, because I would used to go spend a couple dollars on a coffee and then, you know, do my art, you know, do my stuff, do my business, do homework or talk to some new people, you know, make some coffee friends and then just say bye to them. I can't do that anymore. I really cannot do that anymore. And so I really thought I thought there was not something wrong with me per se, but I thought it was like, I know this is a reality, but sadly it is. And this is the thing. I cannot go to multiple county fairs a year, which comes out like once or twice a year. I can, like, how many more art museums do I have to go to? How many more parks and things like that do I have to go to? Like, I went to almost everyone within my county. I'm going to have to go to the other ones within my county. It's going to be boring. There hasn't really been any good movies going on. The last good ones I heard about was the Five Nights at Freddy's and the Barbie movie. But besides that, I've never heard anything good come out of, like, in years. Probably the last one would be Coco, or a movie similar to that, with specifically their, you know, Latino Hispanic movie. So that was like the last good one I've heard of, and the last good TV shows I've heard of, Invincible, but that's not coming out more until 2024. You know, they're whipping the heck out these animators. I'm glad I quit that sector. It's not worth it. I don't want to be whipped for, I don't care, I was gonna pay $40 an hour. They're gonna whip the shit out me to finish these episodes within a month or so, right? So all the animators, the storyboard artists, the designers, all they're getting whipped, crackled, and popped like it's the fucking 1700 slavery. For Invincible, we have to wait on that. And what was it like? Was it like best I forgot the name. Making Fiends. I forgot the show, but basically it's from like a Newgrounds animator YouTuber guy, and he's an artist obviously. But you know, with the little yellow guy and the little purple guy, there's Pip, and I forgot the other guy's name. But yeah, that was like a good one, which people talked about for a little bit in 2020 or 2021, but effectively they stopped. I think also partially because it requires cable TV. So the second I found that out, I try to watch as many compilations as I can, and I just stopped really watching it. You don't really hear any good ones, and TLC isn't a good like channel. Like good for drama. It's good for drama, but we did 1,000 Pound Sisters. We did, you know. So there's not anything. There's nothing to do. There's nothing. No good media to go to the movies towards, unless you're like a celebrity fan. You watch the Beyonce and the Taylor Swift movie, maybe even Whitney Houston. But besides that, you know, maybe there might be some good, you know, libraries out there. Because I did go to a good library 45 minutes out where I live. So it was good to just chill there. So I know you probably start going to the library now, since things has been open since then. Yeah. And like, I don't know, I guess you can still skateboard and play, you know, sports at the park. So you still can do that, which is good. So there is some good things. But also I talked about this in one of my previous videos about these department stores closing down and also locking up their things, like, or in a fucking Walmart. Because also one of the things I like to do is shopping, and also window shopping, and just overall having a lifestyle experience. Because people have said time and time again they like to go to Target just because Target has made itself into a place that is welcoming and nice enough for you to go to multiple times, even for no reason. And in general, I just like to window shop and just go outside to do something, look at things. I like to think about it and, you know, educate myself on it and see if I want to do any future purchases or whatever, or just go outside and do something. So now things like Target and Walmart, you know, after hours, the Walmart during the day, people are ready to fucking fight me. But that was like nowadays. The last time I went to Walmart was like once when I was like 7 years old. It was pretty decent, but it wasn't for me because of its overall environment of Walmart. It's really dark, and nothing wrong with blue. There's nothing wrong with blue, just really like dark and just like, oh my god. But Walmart has a good deal on like home items. I bought like a knife set that was really good for $11, so I do recommend it. But yeah, Target, you know, locked up all of their things, and there's not really any things similar to Target, at least in America, or in most parts of America. And Walmart, there is no such thing as a Walmart after hours. There is a Walmart until 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m. if you're lucky. So we don't even have that privilege of going to Walmart at 3 in the morning like I used to. Not quite often, but I did it sometimes when I was bored. And it was really fun actually experiencing going to Walmart really late at night, doing things. And speaking of things closing early, restaurants also, I used to go to restaurants, the food isn't that great at all. And obviously not every restaurant's shitty, but the food has went down in quality or in terms of like the overall experience. It makes sense because if these waiters are getting paid jack shit and spat on by customers and spat on by their manager, it makes sense why they didn't want to really give better service. But besides that, a lot of these things, like I said, they're not working out. You can't go to a Target. You can't go out to eat. Or if you do go out to eat, it might be too expensive for people nowadays. You can go to a park still. You still go to a beach. But how many art museums am I going to go to? How many times am I going to see these orcas getting whipped and their nails what the fuck? How many times am I going to see these how many times am I going to see people digging their nails in these orcas for them to do backflips at SeaWorld? How many times am I going to just do the same 3 things? I've exhausted what I can do. And I'm more of a solitary person, so I cannot rely on people to entertain me. And even when the person stops entertaining me, we're bored. I'm bored. It doesn't matter. And I guess maybe it does help that I do have a person with me to entertain me. But I don't have that, and I'm not going to rely on a person to entertain me. I'm not really that type of person. So I'm just like, what is there to do? What can we do? This is more so for rent, I guess, but I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I have really nothing to say. Like, everything is closed down. I just wanted to talk about it. It's just like, this is so shitty. It's so shit. And now I have to like save up like at least $5,000 just to go out of the state and go vacation and do something fun. It's just that. Honestly, I don't know. Or maybe I have to make $1 gajillion a year to have fun now. And that, I'm not too, like, that makes sense. Because I remember I didn't really have to pay use much money. Well, of course, back in my day, in 2005, I need like $2 just to have fun. When I was like 15, like $100. Now at 21, I probably need like at least $1,000, and that's not even joking. I'm not even joking. So maybe I just need to make $1 gajillion to have fun now. So I don't know. It's just like everything's just consumerism, capitalism. I like when we are able to do things that doesn't require money or a lot of it. I like the impression being given to me that, oh yeah, we care about you as people, not as like, you know, to rule the economy more, to, you know, fuel the economy, to just pay your bills. I'm designed to it, right? So I don't know, I guess I had to pivot to new things, and now I have to make some money now for traveling and not for, you know, other small frivolous activities, because they've deemed to be boring to me now, or they changed or became obsolete, or what was once something I enjoyed changed, so therefore it doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, let me know if you guys are dealing with this type of like issue. Let me know if you guys are like also experiencing a lack of things to do. Maybe, like I said, it might be because of my location. Yeah, I could be right, I could be wrong. But when I can say there has been a decrease in recreation activities for sure. And especially, it's not helping that humans right now from the pandemic. I believe it specifically targets from the pandemic, honestly, because nobody has been more distant than ever since this COVID shit happened. But yeah, have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.